Hi, beautiful being. In today's video, I will be sharing with you about a brand new program that we're launching in the EESystem at Maahi Wellness this summer called the Nervous System Reset. If you have been feeling like you're just stuck in these anxiety loops that you can't break out of, a sense of overwhelm, a sense of feeling out of control, or a sense of not being able to stop and catch your breath, then this Nervous System Reset program, where I immerse you in the EESystem scalar frequencies for about 120 hours, is for you. Recently, do you find yourself either saying or thinking this quite a lot? Ugh, I feel like I'm going to explode. I'm so tired, but I can't seem to stop and rest. Everything feels like it's too much right now. I feel like a train that's out of control and I can't put the brake on it. I just can't deal with anything right now. I feel so exhausted and depleted. I feel anxious and panicky all the time, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. If you've either been saying these things or thinking these things, then your nervous system is waving a white flag and it's showing you that it's extremely dysregulated and is stuck in a loop of constant fight or flight. So if you're asking yourself, why is my nervous system just stuck in fight or flight? Then let me take a moment and just break down to you how the autonomic nervous system works. So let's talk about the autonomic nervous system for a moment. The autonomic nervous system is the nervous system that is responsible for all of the involuntary responses in your body. So for example, if you think about breathing, you're not asking your body to breathe. Your body is just breathing automatically. If you think about sleep, you're not technically asking your body to sleep. When your body is tired, it's designed to fall asleep. With your heart beating, you're not asking your body's heart to beat, it's just beating. When you eat, you're not asking your body to digest the food, it's just happening involuntarily and automatically. So the autonomic nervous system regulates all of those functions of the body that are involuntary and autonomic. And our autonomic nervous system has three parts. It's got the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, and the social nervous system, which is something that we won't cover today. Now let's talk about the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is the part of the autonomic nervous system that is responsible for our motivation. So in the morning when we are able to get up and go, it's because the sympathetic nervous system is functioning really well. However, when we have been under stress for a very long time and we haven't been able to regulate that stress, or we have experienced extreme trauma in our lives, then our sympathetic nervous system has a tendency to just get stuck in fight or flight, which is what creates that anxiety loop. Now let's talk about the parasympathetic nervous system. That is the part of the autonomic nervous system, which when functioning properly is helping our body rest, which is go to sleep, digest, which means we can digest our food properly, and we can also absorb our nutrients properly and fully for the full functioning of the body, and heal. So our body is fully designed to heal itself, but if we're in a state of constant stress, then the body can't heal itself because the parasympathetic response of rest, digest, and heal is mostly shut down. So that's why you'll notice that when people have a lot of stress, they don't sleep well, they don't eat well, they also seem to have a lot of digestive issues, including constipation or runny bowels, and then their body just doesn't heal. So if they get sick, it takes them really long time to heal, or they seem to get flus and get sick all the time. The analogy that I'd love to give, which I have borrowed from my really good friend, mentor, and teacher, Dr. Julia Juarez, who's a naturopathic doctor, is that when our body is stuck in a sympathetic response, it's like driving a car with your foot stuck on the gas pedal. So if your foot is stuck on the gas pedal and you can't take your foot off the gas pedal and you can't toggle the brake, imagine how scary it would be to drive the car. And that's exactly what's happening with a lot of people when their nervous system is just stuck in fight or flight. They're not being able to come down and to wind down into a more centered rest and digest state. And that's why I have designed the Nervous System Reset program exactly for those people that are not being able to wind down and to come into a more rest and digest state. So let's talk about what the Nervous System Reset program is. With the Nervous System Reset program, there will be a 120-hour immersion in the EESystem scalar frequencies over a period of 2 months. And it's a combination of both daytime sessions and mostly overnight sessions in order to be able to help the nervous system move from that sympathetic fight or flight response to a more parasympathetic state of rest, digest, and heal. And one of the things that we have seen in our own unlimited pilot programs is that when we have put people, even with chronic illnesses like metastatic cancers and 3 heart attacks, is that within the first 120 hours, their nervous system moves from a lot of anxiety from having cancer to them being able to sleep really deeply and sleep well at night and feel centered to even deal with the chronic illness. So that's possible for people with very chronic illnesses. Then imagine what's possible for you if you don't have chronic illnesses. So who is this nervous system reset program for? This nervous system reset program is for anybody who finds themselves feeling chronically anxious and overwhelmed, wired, and also extremely tired at the same time, struggling with poor sleep, lots of tension, and high emotional reactivity, dealing with brain fog, burnout, and chronic health conditions, and is feeling like their life is out of control. What you will experience over 8 weeks is quite clear. We have seen people with even very chronic health issues go from an anxiety loop to being centered, go from being overwhelmed to being in control, go from being on edge to feeling calm and centered, go from being foggy to more focused, go from being in fight or flight to starting to feel more safe, go from reactivity to resilience, go from just being exhausted to far more rested, go from being disconnected to reconnected. So you're probably wondering why the nervous system gets so regulated in the EESystem scalar frequencies. The EESystem scalar frequencies are healing frequencies and regenerative frequencies, and the scalar frequency field is primarily a nervous system healing field. So there's research to show from sports medicine doctors and kinesiologists who work primarily with athletes that even 2 hours in the EESystem helps move the nervous system from fight or flight into a more rest and digest state. So what they found is that even within 2 hours, there was an increased sense of calm, there was a dramatic increase in energy levels, a lower resting heart rate, improved nervous system adaptability, which means that the nervous system has a lot more flexibility and less reactivity to deal with challenges. And they also measured that the age of the nervous system was actually dropped even after 2 hours, which means that they noticed reverse aging in the age of the nervous system. And this is something that we have also validated at our own wellness center, where we observe that even with people with very chronic and acute issues, within the first 120 hours of immersing them in the EESystem, their mental health and the health of their nervous system and their emotional health significantly improves. And when their mental health and their emotional health and their nervous system health starts to improve significantly, now suddenly the body has enough energy to heal itself. All of that energy that was trapped in fight or flight is now released for the body to be able to rest, digest, and heal itself on a very fundamental cellular level. So if you're interested in the Nervous System Reset program and you feel that this may really help you, then I'm going to be running a series of information sessions, and all of these information sessions will be listed in the email or in the blog, depending on where you're watching this video. And you can email sayhello@mahiwellness.com or call us at 604-449-9673, and you can book yourself into the information session. And in the information session, I'll do a far more of a deep dive into exactly how the Nervous System Reset program is structured and how it can help you reset on a very fundamental core level and move from anxiety loops to being far more centered. So I hope to see you at the information session, and we can continue this conversation there.